Uh, 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 check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
Yo, people, what's going down? It's your boy, Marley Bets, back with my boy from Vegas, Vegas Trey, about to bust down these NBA videos. Got one college play for you guys today. What's up, Trey? What you got going?
Man, it's good to be back. I took the weekend off of betting, had a little staycation. Still watch some games here and there, but we back on. It's
Good to
my
have you back, my
started.
brother. I be having to search for people, man, when you're not around, when I can't catch you.
Yeah.
But it's all good. You back. We back. Had a great overall weekend last weekend. Went 10-4 in the NBA throughout the week. So, you know, no complaints there. Um, so today, normally, we got our early video, we do college, and I always have my boy, the coach with me. It's not a whole bunch of college lineup today. So, and here in Houston, we dealing with man, we got a winter storm, man. We don't really get winter here that much. So it's like it got the city all fucked up right now. People ain't got no power. People ain't got no water. I don't even have running water right now. So look, thankfully I got power. But with that said, man, let's jump right into it. I'm gonna give a college play real quick. We was talking about this play earlier before we went live. Virginia versus Florida State. Let me give a couple actual factuals for everybody real quick. So the line is at right now, Virginia plus 2.5. The total is at 128. And run down a couple of actual factuals for Virginia. The total has gone under in 4 of their last 5 games. Virginia is 11-1 straight up in their last 12 games, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against Florida State. 8-4 straight up in their last 12 games against Florida State, 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games on the road. The total has gone under in 11 of Virginia's last 11 games when playing Florida State on the road. That's interesting because we just talked about that total.
Wow.
Virginia is 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games this season, and Virginia is 7-1-1 against the spread in their last 9 games in Black History Month. Florida State, actual factuals. Florida State, they're 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games. The total has gone over in 6 of Florida's last 8 games. Florida is 6-1 straight up in their last 7. The total has gone under in 16 of Florida State's last 20 games against Virginia. 16 out of the last 20. Florida State is 6-0 straight up in their last 6 games. Florida State is 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games this season. The total has gone over in 6 of Florida State's last 8 games against an opponent in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Florida State is 4-2 ATS in their last 6 games played on a Monday. They're 12-6 ATS in their last 18 games when playing as a favorite. Those are the actual factuals. The line is at Virginia plus 2.5. Keep in mind that Florida State hasn't played in a while. They've been off for a couple weeks. Let me get the exact. I think they haven't played since January, if I'm not mistaken. You got
Well,
the notes on that?
they played 2 days ago, but
Mm-hmm.
before that they had 2 weeks off.
2 weeks off. There we go. I knew they had like a vacation somewhere in between. So those are the actual factuals. That's the line. Any plays for me, Trey?
I I like I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be close. That 2 points is going to be either way swing. Um, but I'm gonna go with the over because
Over.
with it being a close game, I think Virginia is gonna try to keep up with them. Maybe pass them, but Florida State's averaging 79 points a game. You
Yeah,
know,
they can score. They can score.
yeah, they can score. So I would say I can see the game being 70-68. Somewhere around there, which puts you over 128. I think
Right.
that's play.
I like that play. Last time these two teams played on the 28th, It was actually an underplay. It was 117 was the total.
Ooh.
Virginia won 61-56, 5-point game.
Oh.
I like this Virginia team. Anybody that's been watching us knows I've been riding with this Virginia team for a couple weeks, really for the most part all season.
Well,
I'm
they've
not.
playing
Go ahead.
together for a while too.
Huh?
They've been playing together for a while.
Mhm.
Got
Yeah,
chemistry.
yeah, yeah. And they play good defense. That's really why I like them. Like coming from, they're not good when they're down big. They're not going to come back. They're not like a offensive powerhouse. But if the game is close, if you can't score and run away from them, they keep it close, and I think they play good tight. And I'm on Virginia. I am a little bit scared of this Florida State team because like they're athletic, they're long, and like you said, they score the average 79 points a game. But I hate going against teams that I've been backing like all season that has been winning me money because it scares me. Like I've been winning money with them all season. Now I'm finna bet against them. They go pop my ass, and I know they go pop my ass because I've been riding with them all season. So
Yeah.
like I hate that shit, and I actually like this Florida State team. But with that being said, I'm taking Virginia still. I think Florida State's the more athletic team. If this wasn't COVID and it was a crowd and they was at home and the arena would be rocking, I would probably be all over Florida State. This game does have like perfect trap set all over it. Trap game for sure. But with caution, I'm taking Virginia. That's my play. Probably a biased play because, like I said, I've been backing this Virginia team. And I think especially since they had the loss to Virginia Tech at home a few weeks ago, I think that kind of like I don't want to say it woke them up because I don't think they were asleep, but I think shit got real. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They couldn't afford to drop any more games if they want to.
That was
Uh,
a conference loss.
right, and they're still vying for a number 2 seed. So, you can't keep losing, and then you're gonna get pushed down. So I'm on Virginia.
+2.
I gotta go ahead, go ahead.
Half or the money line.
I'm on the 2.5. I recommend the 2.5. I'm gonna be somewhat safe. This could be a close game, like you said. This could be a 2-point, 3-point, 1-point game. It could come down to the final shot. So I'm gonna grab the 2.5 just to be safe. And that's crazy because normally I'm a money line guy when it's like 2, 2.5,
Yeah,
1
yeah.
point. I hate that shit.
But
But when you lose by 1 point and the spread is 1 or 1.5, it just fucking sucks.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm gonna take the 2.5. You're on the under, right? I mean the over, right?
the over.
Over, okay. 128. Now, with that being said, before we go, I talked to the coach before we came on. The coach recommends Virginia plus 2.5. Like I said, he couldn't be here today because he got Houston, we got power outages fucking all over Texas. Kind of I would say we snowed in, but we ain't got that much damn snow. We iced in. So
yeah.
we iced in. So yeah, so coach recommends we're both on the same play, 2.5. That's our only college play today. Now let's get back to what we got you here for today, Trey. Let's do what we do. Let's jump on the NBA. As always, if my team is playing, I'm going to start with my home team, the Houston Rockets. And yes, they still my team with or without Harden and all the other bullshit. I actually like this team better, but that's another topic for another day. Right now, the spread is at the Washington Wizards -5.5. The total is listed at 225 right now. Bust down a couple of these actual factuals for you guys. The Rockets are coming off a loss against the who did we just lose to? It was a good game. I can't remember. I watched that game. The Knicks got our ass beat. They came all the way back, and then I don't know what happened. It was just without Christian Wood, we're just not the same team. Injury problems and whatnot. But run down a couple extra factors for you guys. The Rockets are 0-5 ATS in their last 5 games. Pretty much since Christian Wood got hurt, we have not covered the spread. Maybe have not won a game. The total has gone under in 5 of Houston's last 7 games. We're 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games. 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games against Washington, though. 1-4 against the spread in our last 5 games on the road. We're 1-6 against the spread in our last 7 games this season. The total has gone under in 4 of Houston's 5 games against the opponent from the Eastern Conference. And we're 14-15 straight up in our last 19 games against the Southeast Division, which is probably a lot of hardening over the years. It's definitely nothing that's going on right now. Washington's actual factuals. Washington is 4-9 ATS in their last 13 games. The total has gone under in 6 of Washington's last 7 games. They're 5-12 straight up in their last 17 games. The total has gone over in 4 of Washington's last 5 games against Houston. Washington is 3-13 straight up in their last 16 games. Washington is 2-9 against the spread in their last 11 games versus an opponent in the Western Conference. They're also 0-5 in their last 5 games against the spread versus an opponent from the Southwest Division. So pretty much we got 2 teams that's playing really bad basketball right now. The Rockets are pretty much injured without Wall. I mean, every other game, Wall and Oladipo are swapping out. They're not really playing together. Christian Wood has an ankle injury. That's 23-10 that we are desperately missing. And Washington is Washington. They're going to go with Bradley Beal as far as he can carry them. He had 35 in their last game. I think he's averaging 35, if not 35, 34 points a game. Like, he's been balling. But at the end of the day, we got 2 bad teams going up against each other. Rockets have lost 0 of they're on a 5-game losing streak. And the Wizards are 2 out of their last 5 with their last win coming against Boston. That's all I got for you, Trey. What you got for me?
Like you're saying, with Oladipo out and Wood,
Yes,
it's the Rockets aren't as good as they were with them. With that being said, I'm going with the Wizards. They beat Boston last night,
right.
which surprised me.
Surprised the hell out of me. Stole my money. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
What's going on in Boston?
They're very inconsistent, but you got Mr. Triple Double in Westbrook, and you got Bradley Beal. That's just you're gonna win. You're gonna win games versus bad teams and versus good teams. You're gonna lose games versus bad teams and versus good teams.
So are you taking the points or minus 5.5, or are you straight up?
I have it minus 1.5.
You have -1.
Yeah. What'd you have?
Last I saw it, I wrote -5, but now that I'm I'm on OddsShark right now, and I do have -1.
Yeah, -1. Rockets.
Oh, you know what? I actually have Pick'em.
Okay.
Oh no, Ncaa not available.
Oh, yeah. No, I have -1 for Houston. Actually, -1.
Houston.
Yep.
Rockets. No, that's not right. The Rockets are the favorite.
-1. That's what ESPN has right now.
Oh my God. Let me go to no. We can't trust ES. One thing I do know: do not trust ESPN on injury reports, on shit. I don't trust them on
I
nothing.
think earlier with it. We'll get to.
Let me see. I'm pulling it up right now. I have Pick'em.
Okay. Either way, I think the Wizards take the win.
Yeah, I got it as a Pick'em. I'm on you, wager. I got it as a Pick'em. Man, I cannot back this Washington Wizards team, especially Excuse me, guys. Good pressure. Especially coming off of a back-to-back game. I know the Rockets aren't, we ain't shit right now. I'm not one of those fans that can't admit, truth. But right now we ain't shit at this moment without Wood. With Wood, I like us. Like us a lot.
Yeah,
But
oh yeah, you guys will be good. You'll be okay.
he giving you 23 and 10. So at least last I looked at his numbers. And so I can deal with that. But with him out and Wall and Oladipo, like they're not playing together. I think Oladipo, he's out. Exum is out. He's been out, and Wood's been out. Man, Washington has a lot of injuries. Westbrook is probable. Smith is out. Bryant's been out.
It's gonna be this because the point guard trade. Wall and Westbrook, they're gonna
play because they was talking shit last time, and we got Wall we got on their ass. So this could be a revenge game.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna stay away, man. Shit, because I can't take Washington. Like I can't.
Yeah, it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a close game.
And they're coming off a back-to-back. I think this is gonna be a pass for me. Is that lame? I don't know.
Yeah.
You say yeah? Did you say yeah?
Yeah, because you want to say the Wizards, but you don't want to say it on.
I really want to say the Rockets. That's what I really want to say.
It's your
but
team. Hey,
we ain't got nobody, man. Like,
okay, when you guys play again, is this? This is the last game they'll play this year.
Fuck that shit, bro. Rockets, money line, book it. And I'm going to bet on it. I don't give plays I don't bet on. So if you hear me give a play, no, I actually put my money on. Okay. Unless I say beforehand. But Rockets, money line, fuck it. Let's go. Man, that's probably a stupid decision.
I mean,
I just thought about how we played against the Knicks, and I was like, "Fuck, man, we just got beat by." Man, we played terrible. That's all right. Washington sucks. I don't buy Washington. All right, this is probably one that I think is one of the better games or the best game of the night. I like both of these teams right now. I like how both of them are playing. You have Mr. MVP right now, him and LeBron fighting for the MVP, in my opinion. Joe Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. They going on the road to take on probably the hottest team in the NBA right now with one of my favorite players, Money Making Mitch himself. Yeah, that's his nickname for me, Money Making Mitch. I think it fits, bro. I came up with it last summer during the bubble. I was like, Money Making Mitch, because he was balling during the bubble in that Denver series. Him and Jamal Murray was going back and forth. Like, yeah. So Money Making Mitch in the Jazz. Might need to check this line, but the line that I have is the 76ers minus 7.5, and the total is at 225.5. I believe that total is because of Embiid. He's probably questionable, and if they have the line that high, I think that means he's probably not gonna play.
You said 76ers, yeah, plus 7.5, yeah.
Yep. I just don't understand why that line is so high if Embiid is playing.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe he probably won't play. Yeah. I'm on the eye chart. If I'll read the injury report, it has him listed as questionable. I'm gonna take that line at 7.5 to mean he's not playing. Because I think if he plays, the line has to be 2, 3. Pick him.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's definitely not 7. Conley is still out, and he was just questionable, and Azubuike is out for the Jazz. Embiid questionable. Shake Milton out. You know who Shake Milton is? I like Shake Milton, dog.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, like He cold to me. I don't know. He kind of remind me of like a Jamal Crawford. Was it Jamal Crawford
Yeah, that comes off the bench.
with the long arms? Kind of. He. I don't know, bro. I think offensively, I don't know. I just like him. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's
I
a
don't know.
good
I
backup.
like him. I like him. Let me run down some actual factuals for Philly. The total has gone over in the last five of Philadelphia's last 7 games. Philly is 9-4 straight up in their last 13, 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 games against Utah. It's that. Philly is also 5-1 straight up in their last 6 games against Utah. The total has gone over in 4 of Philadelphia's last 5 games on the road. Philly are 2-3 straight up in their last 15 games when playing on the road against Utah. Wow, they cannot win in Utah. The total has gone over in 14 of Philadelphia's last 20 games this season. They're over teams. Philly is 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games played on a Monday. Couple actual factuals for the Jazz. Balling. Jazz are 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 games. 7-0 straight up in their last 7 games. The total has gone under in 10 of Utah's last 13 games against Philly. Utah is 13-2 straight up in their last 15 games when playing against Philly at home. They're 5-0 ATS in their last 5 games this season, 6-0 ATS in their last 6 games against an opponent of the Eastern Conference. The total has gone under in 6 of Utah's last 8 games in the Atlantic Division, and the total has gone over in 8 of Utah's last 9 games played on a Monday. So they like to hoop on Mondays, apparently. That's all I got for you, my brother. Utah taking on defending home court against Philly. What you got for me?
Like you were saying earlier with Florida State, when you ride a team and they don't burn you, you just gotta keep riding them, and
Got her out that way.
And I don't think Embiid's gonna play. So I'm saying this now. You should hop on it before it becomes official, because
Yeah.
I feel like but this is 6 o'clock game, 8 o'clock your time. Um, about an hour before the game, they're gonna announce Embiid's not playing, and then that line's gonna change.
Yeah, it's going to be like 10, 12.
Yeah, it'll shoot
12
up
and a
like,
half.
because without Embiid, they don't have a chance to even cover versus Utah.
I don't think so.
Not what is that? 3 possessions, 7
3
points.
possessions. Yeah, 3 possessions, 7 points. 3. You throw a 3 in there. Bulls or Kings. Guy, we got a comment in the chat. My brother, Matt Horner, man, we gonna bust that game down. I got it on the list, man. Just stay tuned. Give me a like and a subscribe in the comment, please, sir. 10-4 in the NBA last week. Man, college, I went 12-2. I gotta holler at the coach. We got the plays. Like, we was killing last week, NBA and college. Like, we probably only had like 5 total losses last week, the whole week. And we do video every day. So like we was killing. But back to my play on this game. I actually agree 100% with you. The Jazz is one of those teams that I've been riding for like 2 weeks now. They're on a 5-game, well, they're more than a 5-game winning streak, but the last 7, 8 games, I think maybe, I don't even think they've had a close game. The last 5, they've won almost by double digits every game that I'm looking at. They almost beat the Bucks by 15. I mean, like, with Giannis. They destroyed Miami by 20, almost 20 points. They rolling right now. I'm all over -7. I think that's nothing. And my other play is I'm on the over. 120. What did I say the line was at? Give me 1 second. 226. That what I got the line? 225 and a half. I think that's easy money. And I got burned with the under against them against Boston last week because I still got in my mind that like the Jazz is that defensive team. They don't score a lot of points. They, play defense. They're not trying to push the pace, but they've been scoring this year.
Yeah,
Like
they
they've
hit
been,
threes. They hit Ingles and Mitchell. They will hit some threes.
and they've been pulling up this year. I think they're averaging 115 a game. So, I think normally they hover around 110 and under, like the past couple seasons,
Yeah,
107, 105, some shit like that. So I'm all over the -7. That's my official play. I'm also on the over 225. I just think that's like you said. I don't with the line opening at 7. I don't think Embiid's playing. All I got is questionable on the eye chart and ESPN. But to be honest with you, even if he does play, I still think they can cover the 7.
yeah,
It's not like it's gonna. Embiid is a beast, but they still got Gobert.
yeah,
I mean, his thing is defense. Like,
yeah,
I don't think Embiid's gonna go for 30 against them. I mean, I think he'll still get his, but I think it's gonna be harder. It's not gonna be an average night that he'll always get. So, I agree with you. I'm on the -7 and I'm on the over. Yeah. You got any last thoughts before we move on?
No, I think that was easy.
All right. I'm gonna appease my one of our commenters, people that's peeping on. So let's jump on this game real quick. Kind of going out of order, but since we got a request about it, I'm gonna jump on it. We got the Zach LaVine Chicago Bulls. They've actually not been playing. Well, he hasn't been playing bad basketball. He's been playing some fucking fantastic basketball. Heard he's on the trade block. Some teams might be interested in picking up Mr. Levine. And the Bulls, they're going on the road to take on one of the most inconsistent teams in the NBA that I think should be a whole lot better than they are based on their roster. The Indiana Pacers. The line right now is at -5.5. The total is at 225. I'm sorry, the line is at 5 now. Must have came down half a point. And the total is at 225. Run down a couple of actual factuals. Start out with Chicago. The Bulls are 3-7 ATS in their last 10 games. Chicago is 3-7 straight up in their last 10 games. So they're not covering and they're not winning. They're 0-10 straight up in their last 10 games against Indiana. And they can't beat Indiana. However, 7-2 in their last 9 games on the road. 0-8 straight up in their last 8 games. They're playing against Indiana on the road. The total has gone under in 5 of Chicago's last 6 games. They're 1-4 ATS in the spread against Central Division opponents. They're 4-2 straight up in the last 16 games when played in Black History Month. Let's jump on over to the Pacers. The Pacers. I love this team and I hate this team because they're so fucking inconsistent. It just fucking pisses me off. Indiana's 5-10 against the spread in their last 15 games. The total has gone under in 4 of Indiana's last 5 games. They're 3-6 straight up in their last 9 games. The total has gone over in 4 of Indiana's last 5 games against Chicago. They're 2-7 ATS in their last 9 against the spread, 8-0 straight up in their last 8 games when playing at home against Chicago. 2-4 ATS in their last 6 games against an opponent in the Eastern Conference. 8-2 straight up in their last 10 games against an opponent in the Central Division. Chicago Bulls on the road to take on the Indiana Pacers. -5. What you got?
This season, this is the perfect game for this season. And what I mean is, with no fans, the Bulls, their record's not great, but they're 6-6 on the road.
Right.
Pacers inconsistent, but they're 7-8 at home, and
Yeah.
I'm staying away from it. I didn't like it at all. If anything, I would do Pacers money line, but I don't like the game at all.
At all.
At all.
Yeah. Man, I'm right there with you. This is an ugly game. The only, you know what? I was gonna say the only play would do is Pacers money line, but so let me clarify. I am not making a play on this game.
Yeah.
Just throw that out there right now. If you force me to make a play on the game and I have to choose a side, I would take the 5.5. I think the Pacers win the game outright, money line, but I don't think they cover. Um, and when the Bulls lose, outside of the loss to the Clippers, it's been close in the last 5 games. They lose to Washington 105-101, and they lose to Orlando 123-119. Beat the Magic the following game, and then beat New Orleans. Turn around and lose to the Clippers by a blowout, but that's the Clippers. The Pacers aren't the Clippers. And the Pacers, they play. I don't know, man. They play good when they want to play good. I guess. Like I'll be confused about this team. I don't know, but I mean, like you said, it's either Pacers money line. I wouldn't take them -5.5. I just don't. I don't have that much confidence in them. Personally, wouldn't even make a play on this freaking game. Wouldn't
Yeah.
make. I don't know what's going on with my boy Matt Honer. Bulls or Kings money line. Oh, Bulls or Kings money line, not Bulls and Pacers. Oh, man.
I mean,
Hmm.
shoot, we can hop over to the Kings game.
Let's break that down right now then. Yeah, let me look at that because I know the Kings got some. The Clippers, I mean, got some people out. That might
Yeah,
not be a bad.
I think
That
he
might not be.
wants an upset. Out
That
of the
might not be a bad play. Bam. Let's jump on right into it then. We got the do we got a name for the big three yet in Brooklyn? They ain't came up with nothing yet.
nah.
Nobody came up with nothing. Man,
Well,
all
first
right.
have an identity.
Yeah, they don't. No defense. Shit, that's their identity. The non-defenseless Brooklyn Nets going on the road to take on the Sacramento Kings. The line opened up with the Kings +4. I got the total at a whopping 243, which is not even outside the realm possible with Brooklyn Nets. So let me break down some of these actual factuals for everybody real quick. We're going to start out with Brooklyn. And let's go over the injury report because I'm not sure if KD is playing. KD is out
2 more.
for Monday. He's out versus the King, and he's going to be out against Phoenix. Jordan has been upgraded to probable. Shumpert out, Dinwiddie out for the season, and Claxton is out. For the Kings, Holmes is questionable. Fox is probable, and Bagley is questionable. Ah, damn. How about this? Got me a little worried over here on these injuries. All right, Brooklyn. The total has gone over in 17 of Brooklyn's last 20 games. Brooklyn is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against Sacramento. That's ancient history. Brooklyn is 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games against Sacramento. All this stuff is before the big three has come over. The total has gone over in 9 of Brooklyn's last 10 games on the road because they can't stop no goddamn body. The total has gone over in 4 of Brooklyn's last 5 games when playing on the road against Sacramento. Brooklyn is 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games when playing an opponent in the Eastern Conference. So they can cover when they play against the West. 8-0 against the spread in the last 8 games against the opponent in a Pacific Division. Excuse me. Brooklyn is 3-7 straight up in their last 10 games played in Black History Month. I ain't doing too good in Black History Month. Sacramento balling last month. Even though they had a couple losses recently, but 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 games. The total has gone over in 4 of Sacramento's last 6 games. The total has gone under in 5 of Sacramento's last 7 games against Brooklyn. Sacramento is 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games, falling 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games against the conference opponent of the East. 3-9 straight up in their last 12 games against an opponent in the Atlantic Division, and 8-4 straight up in their last 12 games when played in Black History Month. Trey, Vegas Trey, Brooklyn Nets on the road to take on them young Kings. What you got for me?
All right. So back to your homie. He said Bulls or the Kings money
He
line.
said Bulls or Kings money line.
I would take the Kings money line, but that's not my official play.
Gotcha.
Out of those two teams, if there's going to be an upset, to me the Nets are still inconsistent. And the Kings, they're doing all right. Plus, this is their fourth game at home. They lost three. They got to win one. I would take I'll take Kings at home, but I'm gonna go with the spread. I'll be safe with the +4,
+4. Wow.
4.5.
You're on the Kings +4.
Yep.
No KD. Still got Kyrie. Still got James. This Kings team, before those 3 losses, they were probably one of the hottest teams in the NBA, along with the Jazz. And my boy LJ from Houston had been riding down Kings for like a month straight. And I just hear him right now. The Kings been making me some money. They gonna win this money, man. My Kings, my Kings. I don't know, man. I don't like backing this Brooklyn team, especially without KD. I can personally care less about James and Kyrie, as long as he has one of them. I hate the fact that they don't have him right now, and that concerns me. I think they're better than the Kings. I think they're better, period. I think they can cover the 4. If Fox isn't playing, that's my thing. I need to know what's going on with Fox and the injury report. I hate when they have him as fucking questionable. Like, is he playing or is he not playing? Fuck is questionable. Bagley questionable. This Brooklyn team, man, they just don't fucking stop anybody, bro. Anybody. But
Yeah,
they're on a 2-game winning streak.
that over is high too for a reason.
I know I want to take the over so bad, but like 243, like Jesus Christ, 230 something, 243. But that's because both of these teams are going to run.
Buddy Hield gonna get his 20.
He should. Everybody should get 20 in this game. Everybody's going to get 20 in this game. Ain't gonna be no defense. No Kevin Durant, Jordan probably. It ain't gonna be no defense. I damn near want to take the over, but damn, 243. Like, this shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I know. A couple years ago, you would have never saw 240.
And then I'm like, damn, I want to back the Kings with the 4. They're on a 3-game losing streak, though.
Fourth
3
game at
games.
home. Fourth game at home.
And all the losses have been at home. And I'm looking, they play tomorrow. Oh, no, they play on the 18th. They play at home again. So they got one more home game before they go on the road. This is a tough game. This is a tough game. I have to see. Hold on. I have to see the schedule. I gotta see Brooklyn's next game.
Oh yeah, let me pull it up real quick.
I got it right here. They go play Phoenix tomorrow. They're at Phoenix tomorrow, at the Lakers Thursday. I'm taking the Kings. It's too many look ahead games. No, you know what? Actually, I'm taking Brooklyn. I looked at that wrong. And I'll tell my guy, Matt, I would take Bulls money line before I take the Kings money line. I know the Kings were high. I just think I'm looking at the schedule. Brooklyn has, after this game, Phoenix, the Clippers, Phoenix, the Lakers, and the Clippers. they got to get this game tonight. Because they're probably not going to win the next 3. They want to split. I'm sure they hope to split one of those LA games. Probably won't get both of them. They need this win. So I'm taking Brooklyn.
Yeah. I mean, they do get KD back for 2 of those 3 games that we're talking about.
Right. I assume he's out Tuesday.
Yeah, they'll get him
so they'll get him for probably both LA games. He'll miss tonight. He'll miss Phoenix. And then he'll probably play. I mean, those are going to be 2 national televised games. I'm sure if long as they're not injuries, they're playing. They're not going to rest. They can't rest on the national televised games. So they're going to play.
No Anthony Davis.
No Anthony Davis. So he's definitely playing Thursday. Thursday, I'm taking the Nets. Put that out there right now. Matter of fact, as soon as that line becomes available, before that motherfucker move, I recommend everybody right now, immediately after Tuesday night, after the Phoenix line game is over, when those lines come available, you better jump on Brooklyn right now. There's no Anthony Davis. So, yeah. Okay, so my boy Matt Honer from the chat says he saw that 91% of the public is on the Nets -4.5, which makes me want to fade the public. I feel you, Matt. I fucking hate when I'm on the side of a heavy public, dog. Like, that's normally a good thing. Fade the public. I agree. But sometimes the public is right. But 91% scares the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I think that I'm really basing my play off the schedule. Just because I feel like they gonna need this game more than, man, they got Phoenix, the Lakers, and the Clippers. That's a tough 3-game stretch. Like, they could possibly lose all 3 of those games. So I feel like James and Kyrie gonna have to come play tonight. It's probably as scary as it is for me to say this, Trey. This could be an over game. Like,
I know it is. Yeah.
No KD. Bagsby's questionable. I don't know who his backup is, so I don't know who's protecting the paint. You might have a layup line going, bro.
Yeah.
With this game, and man, and for Matt, as far as the Bulls go, I just think the Bulls are sneaky good to me. Like you said earlier, their record isn't bad. It's not good, but it's not bad like we've come to know the Bulls to be. I think they're only like 10-15.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And like you said, they're 6-6 on the road. So it's not like they're playing way better basketball. Who is over there now? Is old boy from Oklahoma the coach now? That came from Florida?
Oh, Billy Donovan?
Yeah, is he coaching over there in Chicago right now, I think?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I think Billy Donovan is in Chicago. Could be wrong. But I would take the 5, but yeah, they're 10-15, and the Pacers are just so fucking inconsistent that the only thing that's scaring people about this Kings and Brooklyn thing is like the Kings were just hot as fuck for like a month. But they lost 3 straight. I hate backing teams that lost like 3 straight to at home. It's like they gotta fucking win the game.
It is Billy Donovan.
Billy Donovan?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he's making an immediate impact. Clearly, I think they play better. I think they're a lot better. So I think they can fuck around and pop Indiana. Indiana's not. I would take the 5, but if you're just saying, if you're twisting my arm and you want to play, I would take that. I just think Brooklyn has to win tonight. I might take that Bulls money line. You know why? I'm looking at the last 5. Loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. And the last one was a loss. So
like I said, they 500 on the road.
I might Hey, Matt, I might ride with you, Matt. You got room? Make room in the car, man. I'm jumping in. Let's go. Wolves money line, man. I'm jumping in. I'm taking that. Why not, bro? The money line has. I'm taking the 5. I'm definitely taking the 5 now. Now looking back at it, I'm taking the 5 for sure. But yeah, I'll take Brooklyn. I'll give up the -4. I just think they need it tonight. They got just looking ahead. They got a tough 3-game stretch coming up, so I think they need this game tonight. I think the Kings are dropping back down to reality. You said you took. I'm just looking at something earlier when we were talking. You said you took Murray State.
No, I took SIU.
Oh, never mind. Let's not talk
Plus
about
12,
that.
12, and it's 18.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. 9 minutes to go though. Plenty game left. All right.
All
Let's
right, what we
keep
got next on the docket?
let's keep it moving. I'm all out of order and shit, so bear with me. Bam, let's go here. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers, Saxton. I don't know about this team at all. -9.5 going on the road to take on. Hey, that boy Chef Curry been cooking all season. Number 2 leading scorer in the NBA right now. Some people got him in the MVP conversation. And his Golden State Warriors. The line is at the Warriors -9.5. The total is at 227. Run down a couple of actual factuals for everybody real quick. This Cleveland team is terrible, man. But let's run down these actual factuals though. Anyway, 0-10 ATS in their last 10 games. 0-7 straight up in their last 7 games. 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games against Golden State. 0-10 straight up in their last 10 games against Golden State. 0-8 against the spread in their last 8 games. Listen, they're sorry. I don't even. They're owing a lot of bunch of stats that I got down here for ATS and straight up. They're just all losses. So
Yeah.
they don't win ATS and they don't win covering. I'll give a couple totals. The total has gone over in 4 of the Cleveland last 5 games. The total has gone over in the 7 of Cleveland's last 9 games against an opponent in the Pacific Division. Let's look at Golden State's actual factuals. The total has gone under in 6 of Golden State's last 9 games. Golden State is 8-0 straight up in their last 8 games when playing at home against Cleveland. The total has gone over in 5 of Golden State's last 7 games against Cleveland. Golden State is 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. They're 13-5 straight up in their last 18 games against an opponent in the Central Division. The total has gone under in 8 of Golden State's last 11 games played in Black History Month. You see the fifth? And the Golden State is 5-2 ATS in their last 7 games when played on a Monday. You have the Cleveland Cavaliers plus 9.5 taking on Chef, representing the light-skinned brothers all across America right now. Curry, what you got for me?
I think this one's easy too. Double digits for the Warriors and the over. I'm looking at Cleveland's last 5 games. They let Clippers 128, Portland 129, Denver 133.
Oh my God.
Phoenix don't even score that much, 119. Milwaukee 124. Golden State's gonna put up 130. Win by double digits.
Yeah.
So I double down on that. Those are my 2 picks.
Yeah. I can't see why anybody would take anything else. They're not playing Andre Drummond because he's in trade talks. So, like, I don't even understand that, dog. Like, we don't want to get him hurt, so we lose our trade value. That's what it sounds like they're saying. So,
yeah. I mean, and then that used to be a problem because people would pay to come see the game for a specific player, but that's not even an issue now.
and so Yeah, I mean, this should be easy. This is another play. Like I said, most of the plays I recommend, I'll take money on unless I specifically say otherwise. And this is an easy 9.5. Nobody's playing but Saxton and the other guard. I think he may even be hurt, or is he back now? But this Cleveland team, like you said, they've given up 128, 129, 133, 119, and 124 in the last 5 games. I mean, that's an easy 125 average, probably 122 average, and
And this is their fifth game on the road.
fifth straight game on the road. They're trying to get back home. They've played what, 4 games in the last 5 days. Today is the 15th, if I'm not mistaken. So you got Golden State, who's rested. They played last night. The Cavs played last night, on Valentine's Day. So look, you got Steph was at home with baby, with Isha, laid up. He had a good Valentine's Day. You know, he got some. Everybody feeling good today. He coming in there. Great night last night. You know, it's good. He finna be on fire tonight. This is for a baby. He's finna put on the show. I'm sure everybody in Golden State feeling good. Cavaliers was on the road last night. They had side pieces. You know, they was creeping. Gotta still try to make baby happy. They still out in Golden State with side pieces. It's too much going on right now. It's too much going on right now in Cleveland. I got the Warriors. The boys covered. They rested yesterday. Probably got them some. Probably had a nice dinner. Ate. Got it all out the way last night. Everybody had shoot around today, telling their Valentine's Day story, how they shine last night. It's going down. Take the -9.5. I don't have a plan on the total, but shit, they giving up 125 points a game. Take the over, man. It's 228. Like 228. I'm with you. I'll take both of those plays. I'm going to make both of those plays. Golden State -9.5, as well as 228 for the over. Only thing kind of scares me about the over is I don't know if Cleveland's going to score. With them playing last night, dead legs. But normally dead legs leads to more offense because it's going to be poor defense. So, yeah, I'll take definitely 9.5. And I'll ride with you with that over. Yeah, I can do that. I just don't see Cleveland being able to compete at all in this game in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Moving along right here. We got the Atlanta with the guy with the worst nickname in NBA. I hate this nickname, Ice Trey. And I get it though; it makes so much sense on so many levels, but it's just corny as shit to me. And the Atlanta Hawks going on the road to take on the surprisingly half-ass decent New York Knicks this year. I think they've been playing pretty decent basketball. As far as the Knicks are concerned, Thibodeau, he seems like he's making a difference over there. Let's break down a couple of these actual factuals. Oh, let me get over the line. I don't know if I gave the spread. Excuse me. The spread is the Knicks are home dogs +2, and the total is at 218. I'm looking at my own shit. Like, I don't got it right here. 218.5. 218.5. Bust down some of these trends real quick. Atlanta is 2-5 ATS in their last 7 games. The total has gone over in 5 of Atlanta's 6 games. Atlanta is 1-7 straight up in their last 7 games. They ain't been playing that good lately. They're 0-4-1 ATS in their last 5 games against the Knicks. They're 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games against the Knicks. The total has gone under in 10 of Atlanta's 13 games on the road. They're 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games, but they're 5-2 in their last 7 games against an opponent in the Eastern Conference. They're 5-1 in their last 6 games against an opponent in the Atlantic Division. Bust down some of these New York trends. New York, they're kind of hot right now as far as the spread. They're 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games. The total has gone under in 5 of New York's last 7 games. They're 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games. The total has gone over in 13 of New York's last 20 games against Atlanta. Atlanta like to run. We know that. The Knicks are 4-2 in their last ATS in their last 6 games at home. 4-1 ATS in their last 5 games this season. 4-2 straight up in their last 6 games in Black History Month. New York is also 2-7 straight up in their last 9 games when playing as the underdog. So apparently they don't play well as underdogs. Kind of weird. So, Trey, Atlanta Hawks on the road as the favorites. Ice Trey, weak ass nickname, against against the New York Knicks. JT Barrett, Thibodeau, and that other rookie they drafted been playing pretty good. What you got for me?
It's gonna be a close game. That 1.5 is not too far off. They're about a possession away from each other. New York doesn't score a lot. My computer just died, but I think
Thibodeau doesn't care about scoring.
Yeah, no.
Straight defense.
They went under 2 earlier in the season. I'm gonna go with the under. That's my play. 218.
Under 218. That's so tight with the fucking Atlanta though. That's the only thing that scares me about that total. I got it at 218.5. Look, the Hawks are on a 3-game losing streak. That's to the Pacers, the Spurs, and Dallas. So they're due for a win, right?
Yeah.
But I don't bet on dudes. I had to learn that in my early gambling professional career. Fuck what a team is due. I don't buy that. You're not due for a win or due for a loss. Like, no, I don't do dudes. You win, you lose. It's not like a 3-game losing streak. It's not like teams haven't done that for forever and longer. And there's going to be another 3-game, 4-game, 5-game losing streak in this team's future. I'm sure of it. So it's not like it only cuts at 3. That shit is dues are circumstantial for certain teams with certain players. Like you can tell me the Lakers with AD after they lose 2 or 3 straight, they're due for a win because they're a team that don't normally lose. They have pride, as people like to say, and LeBron not finna just let them lose 3, 4, 5 straight in a row. I get that. Atlanta, nah, they're not. They're due for another loss. That's what they're due for. That's what they're gonna be due for tonight. Another loss. Clearly, with that being said, I'm on the Knicks. I watched this team beat the shit out of my Rockets, and I know it's because my Rockets didn't have Christian Wood and all that, but we talked about the Bulls. I kind of feel the same way about the Knicks. Like they are playing better basketball this year than what we are accustomed to seeing them play. I'm not saying that they're a good basketball team just yet, but I am saying that they're an improving basketball team. And I think Thibodeau is making a difference, obviously, with the defense. They're 13-15. 15-13 against ATS. I can't necessarily remember where they were at around this time in previous years past, but I do know they were definitely more of a laughing stock than they were just how they were playing. And I don't hear nobody talking about how bad the Knicks suck right now. Everything that I've seen is said that they're improving. And so I just think this Atlanta team on the road, I don't trust them on the road. I don't trust Trey Young on the road. Like what has he done? They shouldn't be no favorite. I don't think so. I don't care if they are playing the Knicks. They haven't done anything on the road. They're 5-6 on the road overall. So like we said, New York is 6-6. 7-9. And they're 6-6 at home. I'll take the home team. I'm taking the money line. I don't even want the 2 points. I think they win this game outright.
All right.
Last game, I believe we got on the docket. Yep. Yes, sir. Last game of the night. We have Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. 2 of my favorite players, man. I like this Heat team. They going on the road to take on Kawhi. No, PG. I don't think so. Pat Beverly and the Los Angeles Clippers. The spread is at the Clippers are home dogs, so that lets you know everything you need to know right there at 1.5, and the total is at a really, really low, which makes me want to go back and look it up again. 214. I'm looking at OddsShark right now. I have actually 217.5, and the line has changed to the Clippers are actually went up to +3 currently. Break down a couple actual factuals. Well, you know what? Let's go over injuries. I got Miami, Dragic, he's out. Bradley is still out 3 to 4 weeks. Miles Leonard is out for the season, and Silva's been downgraded to out Monday. So most of their key guys are there, with the exception of Dragic and Bradley. But Bradley's been out. Paul George downgraded to out. Leonard downgraded to out. Beverly is out. So I guess you got Ibaka and Lou Williams leading the way. I am all over Miami. I'm sorry. Let's bust down a couple of these actual factuals for you real quick. Miami 3-8 ATS in their last 11 games. The total has gone under in 5 of Miami's last 6 games. Miami's 4-1 straight up in their last 5 games. 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games against the Clippers, probably with the starters there. 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games against the Clippers. 5-11 straight up in their last 16 games against the Clippers on the road. A lot of this shit is probably when they have the big three. Kawhi and Paul George, not the big three, excuse me. Miami is 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games against the Western Conference. 4-9 straight up in their last 13 games against an opponent in the Pacific Division. The Clippers, 14-4 straight up in their last 18 games. 7-2 straight up in their last 9 games at home. 11-5 straight up in their last 16 games when playing at home against Miami. The total has gone over in 5 of LA Clippers' last 6 games against the Eastern Conference. 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games against the Southeast Division, and 8-4 ATS in their last 12 games when played on a Monday. Now, I'm sure most of that has absolutely everything to do with Kawhi Leonard and Paul George being in the lineup in today. However, they are not. Miami going on the road to take on the Clippers at -3. Total sitting at 217.5. What you got for me?
Man, I'm so mad about this game because I put my bet in earlier in the day when Kawhi did as he was playing. He was supposed to play tonight, so I had Clippers -3.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I had Clippers -3 with Kawhi playing, so I had took that.
That sucks.
And then about 15 minutes before we started, they ruled them out. So I just gotta ride with the Clippers now.
Yeah, you're stuck. You're stuck. I get it. You're stuck. I get it. That sucks. That's awful.
Also, last night I watched the Clippers destroy the Cavs without Paul George and Kawhi. And Lou Williams, he can put up some points.
He's more than capable. He's more than a capable scorer. I agree with you. That sucks, man. It's kind of one of those things about taking the overnight lines that sucks. Because I shop overnight too, and because you never know with the public in the morning and shit happens, you catch the best line. You got a line shop. I tell people that all the time. But sometimes, this shit can bite us in the ass. Definitely has happened to me several times. With that said, though, my boy, I am on the heat. Who the fuck is going to score? Like you said, Lou Williams is more than capable. He can have a 30-point night. We've seen him do it. He's an offense. He's a one-man show. Offensively, I can't agree with you. But with no Kawhi, no PG, I'm going to go jump on this -3 as soon as we're done. Just so I can catch it before we get any changes. So I'm on a -3. I was thinking about that under, but 217 just a little bit too low for me. I
Yeah,
want to jump on it. But -3, I am so all over that. I'm about to go. I'm probably going to take first half and full game heat. Probably one of my best bets tonight. Now that I read that, along with Golden State, I'm going to go do a nice parlay with Golden State, and Miami with the over. Golden State, Miami. Golden State -9.5. The over 228 and excuse me, because I'm doing it right now. Golden State, Knicks money line, Miami -3. And I'll probably take that over, do a nice little 4-leg parlay.
I like it.
I think I'm gonna jump on that
The Knicks scare me, but
I think the Knicks are good tonight. But I get it. You know what? Before we go,
hey, swap that the Knicks out with the Jazz.
maybe I'll do 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Do 2.
Maybe I'll do. Oh, I am gonna do 2, but I'm gonna put the Golden State over with the Jazz -7, and then I'm gonna put the Jazz over with the Golden State, because I don't want to put them together, because I would be pissed if like one hit and one doesn't.
Yeah.
I'd rather it fuck up. I don't know. I'll put it together, but I'm gonna do 2 parlays. 2 parlays based off those plays. I like that. But yeah, man, you got anything else before we get out of here?
Nope, that's it, man. Let's make some money.
Let's make some money for sure. All right, my brother. I'll holler at you tomorrow. This is the Brothas N Bets. I am Marley Bets, man. Y'all please like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to get our viewers back up. We had like 2,000 on the old page, and it got shut down right before we got monetized. So trying to rebuild the page back up, man. Follow us on all streaming websites and check us out tomorrow. We out.
All right, stay blessed.